Hello, my beautiful crafty friends. Welcome to my studio. It's Laurette. I'm super thrilled you're here with me today. It's Marvelous Monday, or as we call it, Make It Monday. So today we're going to make some fun little ephemera pieces. We're going to do some hidden paper clips for my sewing journal and just general ones too, because I don't have any. Gayle made them. Gayle Agostinelli made them last year, I want to say last fall, and I loved them. And she's the only one at the time I'd ever seen make them. No one else was making them over a year ago. And I started them with her, but I never got a chance to finish them. I cut them out, I wrote all the instructions, but I never got to decorate. So we're probably going to do that. And then we're also going to do something I said I was never going to do, which is to sew on camera. But I have a fun little project that I want to do that was inspired by Barbara at 49 Dragonflies. She did these darling little ephemera pieces to use as a way to add layers and dimension to her pieces. So I thought I would try that. And we'll only sew as long as, I have thread. The minute I run out, that's it. We're done with those and we move on to the next thing. So it's going to be a number of little make it projects today. So I hope you'll come along with me and hang out and do a little crafting, or just turn me on while you're doing your thing. I want to thank you all for coming along. And I really want to say a big hello and a big thank you to all of you ladies who've been following me since day one. There are so many of you, but I want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. Claudia and Linda and Betty. And oh gosh, there's so many. I can't even think of all of you, but I will. I'm going to get a list and I'm going to thank you all. But I also want to thank you for not only watching, but commenting. Your comments mean the world to me, and they really make my entire day, especially when I'm having a bad day and I read them and it's like, oh, so just lifts me up. So thank you for taking the time to do that. I know you're all busy and you all have things to do. So we have a new setup today just for this. You're going to see a lot more of my desk than you normally do. And you're going to see my sewing machine while I'm doing this. And then we'll go back, when we do other crafts, we'll change the, the setup. But we're going to try this and see how it goes. I'm not really, sure. So we'll just see. Alrighty. So first thing we're going to do are these little scraps inspired by Barbara. And what she did is she put her machine on zigzag and she stitched down the center of all of her tiny little scraps to create some dimension. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just realizing this does not need to be this big, so I'm going to rip that off. And we're going to do this very much the way quilters do it, and just go piece after piece after piece. I'm going to, these are awfully long, I'm going to cut them up a little bit because, you just want it as a bit of a, it's an embellishment, it's just to add some texture. I'm just kind of letting the machine do its own thing here. Pulling it through. Little feed dogs underneath prefer fabric, but they'll... some pieces just flipped under my machine. There we go. Alrighty. I noticed that some of these are just way too long. You can use long ones. I mean, it's not... You can use whatever length you want. Now, I hope I didn't just rip a piece that I meant to... Okay, these I'm going to do something different with. I'm going to set those off to the side. Okay, so I hope you're all well and happy. I don't know if you can hear me. I'm pretty sure you can. I got a new iPhone 12 Pro Max thing. I don't even know if I said that right. But it's got a great camera, and I hope my husband remembered to put that on airplane and turned up the sound, because if he didn't, you guys might not be hearing me. I would hate to have to start this over, but it could happen. I want to get, a variety of colors and pieces, and, we're getting quite a long chain there. And in a minute, I'll stop and do another chain. I'm going kind of slow because I don't want to lose a finger, but just because it's noisier, when you go fast. So and this machine's a bit noisier because it's older. I did just clean and oil it. It should be a happy little machine. I want to use this in some of my work. They can be used down the side of a page or under ephemera, and we are getting quite a long, so I'm just going to leave that off to the side for right now, and we're going to start another one. This one's got some, it's got an issue there. It's going to come off, so. Oh, let me get my little bucket. Well, I hope you all had a marvelous weekend. It is Monday, and the weather is going hot now. We're going to go all the way up to 100 this week in sunny old California here. Finally, we're getting that summer sun, and I'm hoping that our fog will come in and cool us down, but it might not. We may be stuck with the heat. Let me stick this one here. I'm having to reach quite far away. It's not great for my back. But I could use some of these, and I want to have like a whole little bucket full. I'm building my ephemera. I had a bucket full of goodies that I've used up a lot of my ephemera. Oh my gosh. Well, I think you saw me the other day. I used up a bunch of my lace, which I need to gather again. And these are all just the edges of things I've cut off when I'm cutting out my ephemera and stuff. I don't have to do all these. I just wanted to start with you guys, but I do need to get some done. I do want some. These are coffee dyed. You know what I'm wondering I'm going to do with these? I bet I know what I'm going to do with these. These longer ones. I think I'm going to gather them and make ruffles out of them. What do you think? Oh, I love this. Let's see if I can rip it down a little bit. Let's add that in there. That's interesting looking. I gave that one kind of a long string there. Yeah, let's do a couple more and then we'll move on. Kind of boring for you ladies, but this is what I'm doing today, so I decided I would turn on the camera. Alrighty, let's see. Anything else I just have to have I don't have in there? I love all these colorful strips that I am going to use probably in my Christmas journals or ephemera, some of the things I'm going to be making for Christmas. Now I could have ripped all the edges. I can go back and rip them after. Oh, I love this. It's so easy. And guess it's really relaxing. I mean, if you can just get your machine going, it is just so relaxing. Oh my gosh, I love this. It's easy peasy. Ink the edges when you're ready to use them. You can rip them down, make them smaller, and just cut the threads where you need to. This little lighter paper doesn't want to pull through the machine as easy. I'm having to kind of pull it from the back. Doesn't matter how you put them in. You can be crooked. They don't have to be down the center. You could zigzag them around. I mean, you could do all kinds of fun things. All right, so I'd like to, you know, this paper doesn't rip all that easy. It's quite hefty. This is that green painter's tape. Come on. Get in there. A little tedious, a little noisy. All right, so we've done a few Oh gosh, I have so many pretty papers here. You guys have no idea. Book page ends of vintage book pages, and just all kinds of fun. Like this one's really old. I don't even know what it is. All right, I have a bunch here too. These are book page, you know, pieces I've ripped off of books. All right, I'm not going to make you sit and watch too much, but I can guarantee the minute I turn off the camera, I'm going to be making a whole bunch and cutting them and putting them into a little bucket or plate and filling up the plate with them. And I'll show you how they're going to get used in our projects today, so you are going to see them in action. All right, so let me, anything else? Ooh, I have paper bag. Let's see how that looks. Cut this off of a project. Is there a place? All right, here. That's really big. Oh, you know what I'm going to do with that? Oh, I know what I'm going to do with that. Hold on, let me move these little scrapettes aside and put them in my scrap bucket next to me. Well, I want to put them in a pile because I want to stitch them all. So I'm going to stitch them all eventually. Let me set these off to the... I'm going to move my remote and hopefully not turn off the video. All right. And I use that remote because trying to get up and down is tough. Excuse me, I'm going to get some water. I'm actually filming this on Saturday for you because it dawned on me I didn't have a video for Monday. I was like, uh-oh, no video. So what you would do with these is just do this. Clip. I will leave the threads on these for right now. So I'm ready to use them. I don't really much care. Oh, but I've got so much yumminess here. You could roll these on a roll if you wanted, but I think it would be really hard to, unless they were all the exact same color, I think they'd be really hard to use, you know, to see and use. So I do have a little bucket. All right. Let's see, look, aren't these yummy? Look at these. Oh, and they're so pretty. They're just pretty to look at. It's funny how just a scrap of paper with some stitching on it. And you could do, if your machine does fancy stitches, you could do some fancy stitches. I just wanted to do zigzag because I thought that was fancy enough for me. But some of you have some, I mean, my expensive sewing machine has gorgeous stitches. But I'm very hesitant to use it on paper. Although if I don't start sewing again pretty soon, maybe that will happen, right? Look at these. Oh my gosh, look at all that yummy goodness. Look at all that shabby, yummy goodness. Oh my gosh. All right, I am going to cut these. Oop, got a little close there. I must have been one of those. I fed it in a little too fast. Let me stand up and get my bucket that I want to... Sorry, that was quite a reach for me. Like I said, I'm pretty short, so little short stubby legs here. I'm grabbing a bucket to put them in for now. These are some paper. Sorry, I got to sit forward so I got to see my head for a sec. There we go. Some paper ruffles that I made quite a while back. And I forgot all about them. So these are going to probably share a box with them for now. Oh, yum, yum, yum. Look at those. Okay, let me finish cutting these. Anyway, I was saying that it's Saturday. It's very warm today. It's supposed to be somewhere around 80 to 90. So far, knock on wood. It is quiet in the neighborhood. A lot of my neighbors are out. Believe it or not, I have a couple neighbors that work on the weekends, so I'm not going to hear from them until they get home, of course. But they don't have everybody there today. So now what I want to do, I'm going to keep this big. Well, maybe not. Let me see. A paper bag ruffle. Wouldn't that be adorable? I was wondering what scissors. I know what scissors I used. Hold on a minute. sorry about my arm. I use these. All right. Okay, so let's make a paper ruffle. I'm hoping I can do this sitting this far back, but we will see. Now, I don't think... So what I do is I push it under. I don't worry about them being perfect. They don't need to be. I have to go a little bit slower so I don't stitch a finger. Believe me, I have done it. I've put that needle right through my thumb and my forefinger, through my fingernail. Ugh, not worth it. It's so painful. Oh my God. Not to mention messy. So it ruins the project you're working on. I'm just using my fingers to create a ruffle, using the other two to hold it down. Some people use I don't know if I could do it. I could try, but I don't know. I've never done it. They use this to do it, but they have it down. You know, for me, I'm just happy doing. And you can leave a little bit of a tail at the end. Whoa, oh, so cute. Look at that. Oh my gosh, that's adorable. And then that can be cut shorter, you know, if that's too long. Look at that adorable paper ruffle. I don't know if you guys are seeing this or not. I can't tell. Like I said, new setup. New setup. We have another one right here. So let's do this one. For those of you who asked about Tommy, he's doing okay. Last night, first time ever, I saw he actually had tears running down his face. He was sitting in front of me. I was watching a movie, and I looked up, and he was sitting there, and he had tears streaming down his face. And so I picked him up and cuddled him and got a Kleenex and dried his little eyes. And Toby actually did that when his baby brother, Tyler, passed away. And he was with Tyler when he was gone. So he saw Tyler gone. And that cat grieved hard because he raised that kitty from his brother from kitten. But anyway, Tommy is still extremely sad. Normally he has really beautiful turquoise eyes when he's happy, but when he's sad, they're just sort of a pale green. Right now, they're a pale green. Breaking my heart. But he's okay. He's hanging in there. Misty's sad too. She just deals with it differently. Alrighty. Paper bag ruffle. Super cute. Loving it. So that was my intention for these as well. Because I could use some longer ruffles. These are all right, but they're short, you know. So I thought, well, if we did a couple longer ruffles. This is just some scraps from, I think, these Kool-Aid dyed paper that I had bought. Getting it started is a little bit tricky sometimes. You have to get it under there. You can some of these papers fold really well and some do not. It looks like this one's going to be the do not kind. Because I'm having to kind of fold it. For those of you who've never made a paper ruffle before, this is how I do it. Everybody does it differently, but this is, I found works really well for me. They're pretty consistent. I could make them exact, but it's a lot harder when I am sitting back by almost a foot to not get my head. Okay, I'll leave that. Because I think the in there I could cut it as a little flag if I want. Now they can be farther apart or closer together. Just depends on how you want your little ruffle. This one. I'll try this. I can finish those later. I'll put those up there. But I'm going to try this one. This is going to be a wider ruffle. These can go on the edge of a page or under something. Getting it started is going to be a, let's see if we can do it. This paper is really thick, so I'm not sure. This is my presentation paper, so it may not work. A lot harder, very stiff. It's like folding cardstock, basically. It doesn't slide under there like my other ones do. Not like fabric. I'm a queen of fabric, but I'm working on the paper queendom. All right. Okay. All right, there you go. Isn't that pretty? One more, and then we'll move on to our paper clips. Oh, what's my time here? We got plenty of time. We're doing really well. We have plenty of time. I really didn't have a video for today. I had to get really creative in my head about what I wanted to do. I had to really think about, okay, what do I need? And I was thinking, I need things. I'm using a 16 gauge, number 16. You can either use a leather, when you're doing these heavier papers, a leather needle or a jeans needle. I'm using a very heavy needle. And what I did is I went and grabbed all of my needles that I had taken out that were dull, too dull for fabric, and I use them on my paper. And then when they get too dull for paper, they get thrown away. But I try to recycle my needles as well. I don't know if I can get this under there. I can, but okay. All right. And I did that back stitch on purpose. There's no point because, you know, we're going to glue and stitch and all that good stuff. So, there we have it. A nice bucket of ruffles. Got a few ruffles today, which was fun. And then all of our pieces, all of our pretty little pieces. So I'm going to set those off to the side. I'm going to turn off my machine for now, although I may need to bring it back out. As you can see, I can lift it with one hand. Very light. I want to put that on the floor. Ooh. And hopefully I don't trip over it. Oh my goodness. Alrighty then. That was a mess and a half. Alrighty, I want to move on to the hidden paper clip that Gayle did. And at the time, I went and cut all of the papers for the inside and the ones for the outside. She also, if I remember correctly, I'm not sure, I guess she did, I think she did, somebody did the little pull the paper clip through to create this so that you can add a charm. And I have a number of different paper clips that I can use here. I have gold and silver. What else have I got? I have the big wavy, but those are too big for these, I think. What else do I have? Oh, I have the really, well, these would work too if I want to do a gold one. I might want to do one gold one. I think maybe we'll do like 2 gold and then, let's see what I have here. Oh yeah, and then I can do, what's a bigger one? 2 silver. As I'm throwing paper clips all over, I'll move those back up there. And then I have, this is a little bit, let's see, I have one, let's see, how many do I have? 1, 2, 3. Oh, I only have 4. I thought I had 6. All right, well, no, that'll work. That'll do. My paper clips seem to all have hooked themselves together. Must all be dating here. Gee, okay. All right, everybody. All right, so we've got these. The big thing to do is to, let's see if this one's going to work today or if we're going to have one of those days. Let's see if I have the dimensions. So it's 6 by 3 long is the base. Oh, I don't remember. I wrote notes, but I don't remember. All I know is you can get 2 pieces. Well, let's see. I have a have a ton of rulers. Of course, do I have one where I can find it? No. Where's my white ruler? I was having my, oh well. It's sitting in a project is where it is. I was using it earlier. So this is 6 inches long by 3 inches wide, and this is going to be our outside. Our inside flap is going to be 5 inches long by 2.5 wide. So 5 by 2, okay? So that's gonna be the inside one. And what we're going to do is we're going to glue our paper. We're gonna take the smaller one, we're gonna put the paper clip over it. We're gonna leave it up just a little bit. We're gonna take our, hold on a minute, our craft knife. I'm going to get out my little mini cutting mat. And we're going to make a little slit in the top wide enough to put our paper clip through. So we can add a pretty little ball pin and charm. That's what I'm going to do. And I got these on Amazon if you need to get some. These were an Amazon buy. And I'm going to want silver ones. I'm going to want a couple gold. I do have the gold. Oops, not that. I don't know where that came from. So we'll need 2 gold. They're stuck together. Of course, and as soon as I drop them, there we go. Okay, so we need 4 silver, excuse me. And I have like just tons and tons of those. My black ones here too. I have to get them closer. I'm trying to keep my head out of the camera. All right. And then for the gold, for the silver charms, for the sewing one, once I get that one done. If you remember, I showed you this big old bag of charms. So what we would do is we would pull out something and put it on there. So I'm going to wait to do that because I don't know yet what we're going to use. Move this aside. Oh, let me close this before I wipe out a finger. All right. I think what I'd like to do is get all the paper clips on and in, and then we'll go and decorate, right? Get them all on there, get them all through the hole. What do I have left here? Oh, so I don't need those. All right, silly girl, you don't need all those. I keep thinking I have 6. You know what? I know I cut 6. I just don't know. They probably got set off to the side and I'm just not seeing them. Well, we'll do 4. If we have time, we'll do 4. Then, and I use some, this is cardstock, but it's the craft cardstock. Not super heavy. I'm going to find the center. Here, hold on, let me get rid of this ruler before I cut myself. All right. I want to figure out about where the center of this is. I should have said there's no work. My neighbor off to the side and back of me is having work done on his hill. Like our yard needs to be done on his retaining wall. So I do hear that a little bit. I'm actually going to push it through that way as well to kind of clean it up. I don't know that I have any interesting stories today. Other than, you know, we just crafted, relaxed, watching movies. We watched a really cool movie, and I was surprised. Not surprised, but I really enjoyed it. And it was called The Heights, and it was a musical. Done very well. Loved it. It was a very happy, peppy, upbeat movie, so I enjoyed that. It was mostly in Spanish, but it was singing. It's theatrical. And I did enjoy it very much because I like musicals. But current day, you know. So the storyline was really cute. And had you guessing all the way through. So it was cute. I enjoyed it. It's actually playing out at the movie theaters, but with HBO Max, we were able to watch it on our live stream it. And for free. We didn't even have to pay. We did rent, or had to buy to watch it, Cruella de Vil. It was okay. It was a good Disney movie. It wasn't what I thought it was. So it's not I didn't like it, but I would not have gone to the movie theater and bought it. I would be really upset. So I guess I was expecting something different, but it was well done as well. Good actors and actresses in it. Good, you know. So those were both good movies. So that's what we're doing for our weekend, is just relaxing, watching movies, crafting. Tomorrow, which is Sunday, my daughter's supposed to come over and we're supposed to do a little brainstorming about our business and decide what direction we want to take it in and what we're going to do with it between now and Christmas. It's kind of that time of year when we have to make some decisions as to what's going in the shop and, you know, what are we going to make and what kind of projects are we going to do and if we're going to do the kids or not. I'm sort of leaning towards not doing them just because I have so doggone many projects right now. I am completely overwhelmed. I get excited about things and I want to make them, and then, you know, I get them started, but I don't have time to finish them, especially if I do them on video. And so, yeah. I want to make sure these are pretty centered. Let me get them centered. I guess they don't have to be perfect. I'm fussing, you know. There is a perfectionist in me. I told you she existed. You just haven't really seen her all that much. And I am using this glue because I find it's the stronger glue of all the glues. You don't. I'm going to really have to pay attention here. Hold on a minute. So that's what we're going to do tomorrow, is have a brainstorming session. I would really like to do the kids because it would allow me to get my granddaughters involved. But unfortunately, my time and energy are limited. My health has been not great lately. So I'm trying to make some decisions that are wise, you know, for both of us, for her and I. So don't let that get glued together, because then you won't have a hidden paper clip. You'll just have a nice closed paper clip that does nothing. I'll use the heat of my hands to kind of dry that quicker. Although it's very warm in here today, I have the air conditioner on. Like I said, this room sits in the front of the house and it gets hot in here. I won't be able to film later in the week, so I'm going to have to get as much of it done in the early part of the week as I can. Otherwise, there'll be no videos, because at 100 degrees, it's probably 90 in here. Does mean I have to turn on the air conditioner, which is fine. I live in the air conditioner all summer long. I was just kind of hoping not to do that anytime soon. Uh-oh. Hold on. Are we still filming? My remote's blinking at me. I don't know why. It looks like it's filming. Well, I don't know why it's blinking. I don't know what that means. We've lost signal? See, you can see it blinking in the thing. Oh shoot, I don't know what that means. Well, I'll keep going. We'll see if we have a video. I'm gonna see my head for a minute, or whether we're gonna end up losing it. I don't know what that means. I don't know if I just don't have a signal. Looks like it's recording. When I look up there, I'm seeing the counter. Well, we're learning something new. Another day. Who knows, right? You're getting a whole view of my table today. Yikes, sorry, it's a mess. To use the sewing machine, we kind of had to do that. So, all right, I need to do this side next. Make sure that stays straight. I might have got too big a loop up there, but I think it's okay. That way I could add tassel or whatever I want, right? That will work. I don't know why that thing's blinking. It's never done that before. Oh, please be videotaping, because if not, I'm gonna cry. If you see this, okay, wait, it's not blinking anymore. Let me double check. Well, okay, I think we're all right. Gosh. I've never seen it do that before where it just starts blinking. I don't know, maybe it's a signal issue because it's wireless, so I don't know. I wish I knew technology better, but I wasn't born to it. My kids were. Computers were around when my daughter went to preschool. They were just bringing out computers, and believe it or not, at 3 or 4 years old, she was on a computer with everybody else, the old school kind, the really big clunky ones, but that kid literally grew up on a computer in her preschool. She went to a Montessori preschool, and that's all that was available at the time. I had to drive her quite a ways. Took me almost a half hour to get there, but I needed them to take her because I had my son and I was trying to handle a new baby and her, and I wanted her to have some interaction with some older kids. We didn't have any kids in our neighborhood when she was little, in the neighborhood we lived in, and we were living in San Jose at the time. So I am really fussing today. Oh, it's okay. I'm allowed, right? I'm a crafter. I can fuss. We all fuss at something, with something anyway. Okay. I notice there's all this gunk up here, but I think what will happen is once I decorate, you won't see it with lace or something. I'm trying to let my bottle run out here, but I have a feeling I'm going to get fed up with it and end up starting a new bottle. I've been threatening to do that for a while. I keep threatening it. I keep telling it, I'm going to start a new bottle. You better keep working, or I'll replace you. This side. I'm not being super duper picky. I don't want to close that up. I really don't. I notice it's a little bit finicky today. I don't think it's... No, it's totally clear. That's not the issue. I think it's just getting really low. All right. I'm going to go back and check these. I need something to clip it onto. Let me find something. I don't know what. Find a piece of paper. See, there you go. Hidden paper clip. I'm going to make sure these are all hidden. And I have enough glue. Yep. Alrighty. Well, let's see. What about this one? One more. Let's check this one. I've never made these before, so this is a little nerve-wracking for me because this is brand new. A little bit out of my comfort zone. Not really. I mean, I love making new things all the time, but I've just never done that on a video. Oh, okay. So, put that back. I don't think I need that. I might need, but I don't think I need that. And I don't need that, and I don't need that. Let's get rid of a few things off my desk because it's driving me nuts, so having so much right here. All right. Now, we should decorate these, right? So, I'm going to check the camera one more time because now I'm nervous Nelly. Oh, it looks okay. I'm definitely going to do one for my sewing journal. I do want a paper clip in there. So let's see what we can. We want to cover this. I'd like to use one of the background papers. What do I have here? I love this pink, as you know. I've just gone pink crazy. I'm gonna to use this one. I would have to. Not quite big enough. Oh, right on the edge. Well, we could. I mean, I think it'll work. Let's see if I can get my cutter out without dumping all of my projects on the floor. They're piled up all around me. Oh my goodness. Okay. That's what happens when you're a creative, busy crafter. You just have stuff. I know Gayle and I were talking, and it's a lot when you have stuff all around you and projects everywhere, and you know, you go on a trip or a retreat, or you buy a bunch of stuff, or a bunch of stuff arrives in the mail, and you're all like, where am I going to put all this now? But I am proud of myself because this morning I started organizing projects for the holidays. So, you know, that was wise, you know, like pulling out all my paper pads and some, not all of my holiday stuff. No, not, I mean, I don't mean that, but just kind of organizing, putting things together so that I know what I have. I went through all my paper pads to see what I do have because I forget what I buy or what I ordered or what do I need. And so I did spend some time doing that this morning while I was getting ready for my film, because I do prep. I mean, I prep for these. It's not like I sit down and I don't actually fly by the seat of my pants. I do pull some things out. I at least generally have a general idea of what I want to do, right? I'm just going to... So, like I said, I'm very proud of myself. I started that process because I know my daughter's coming over tomorrow, like I said earlier, and I want to be ready to chat with her about, you know, how we want to proceed. So, and I have some samples I need to make this afternoon to show her of the kinds of things I'm thinking about and we're trying to decide if our kit should be a Christmas shabby chic kit that could be used more than one way, or what we're going to do. We're kind of in the thinking about it process. Seems like this is crooked. I don't know. It seems weird. It's got like a high corner. What's up with that? Why do I have a high corner here? Yeah, just right up here. That was what was driving me crazy. All right. What time is it? Oh, we got a little time. Let's see, what time do I have till? Got about 20 minutes. Let's see if I can at least finish this one. I'm not expecting to get a bunch done. I just wanted to, you know, get these started, and I figured I would just work my way, you know. Gonna need my card. You know, I was watching a video of a fellow YouTuber that I enjoy watching, and she was doing a tutorial. She does really precise, good tutorials, writes everything down, shows you all the measurements. She's just fabulous. Very much unlike me. And she was saying that people were saying to her that, you know, she wasn't prepared enough. And I'm thinking, what? That she could prepare more. And honestly, I was speechless, and I was also outraged on her behalf. It's like, are you kidding me? There's no way I wouldn't even bother doing videos if I had to do that. And I think, like, you can never make everybody happy. I just think you can't. I just, oh. And she and I chatted for a while, and she's like, I don't know. People don't understand when you're on a video, things go wrong. You have everything on your desk. One little thing gets moved, and suddenly you can't find anything. And it is not your fault. You know, it just happens. Cats meow, people slam the door, helicopters go by. Just everything happens. You know, you just don't know what's going to... And it's so easy for people to criticize a video when they've never made one. She invited the lady who... She said, if you haven't made a video, make one. If you have, I'd love to go watch it, you know. And of course, crickets were humming in the background. Because it's so easy to say. I always thought, oh, it's going to be so easy. It's not that it's hard. It's just different. And it's not what you would expect. And it's not what you're used to. So, and I don't care how much you prep. You just can't do it all. It's not possible. So... Now, I don't know why I made it I meant to make it longer. I did remember from Gayle's video, of course it's been a long time, that she made them longer. She had strips that were going, you know, clear down to there. So, I don't know why I just made this to fit. That was silly. I didn't mean to do that. You know what I'll do is I'll put some lace and we'll create some length, right? We can do that. I'm looking, oh, what did I do with my laces? I don't know where I put my cream laces. I have got to go hunting. I think they got all put in with another project, and I haven't found them. Got to go looking in my sewing room. Yeah, let's lengthen this a little bit with that. And I'm going to use a sharper scissor. Let's use these. So anyway, I was saying it isn't as easy as it looks. And all of you are wonderful to me. You are all so fabulous. I just felt so bad for her. I was like, wow. People are mean. Prep more. Goodness. I don't know how she does what she does. If I had to make my videos that way, I wouldn't do it. So hats off to her. Kudos 110%. And she is fabulous at what she does. So go girl. Keep at it, because I love your videos. And anything you're willing to do, as far as I'm concerned, is awesome. So... You guys I have the most wonderful audience. I love all of you. You're just so fabulous, so wonderful, kind, caring people. I'm very blessed with all of you. Ooh, you know what? I'm definitely going to use Fabri-Tac with that. I'm putting that lace on there. Stepping out in faith here, because I don't know what else I'm going to put on here. I forgot to grab some images. Silly me. I think I'll use a piece on each side. What do you think? This is just some Hobby Lobby lace. I love their lace. No, Create It. No, that's not Hobby Lobby. That is Michael's. Isn't it something when you know by the brand where it came from? I don't shop a little or anything. I'm really trying to cut back, though. You'll notice I've been showing less and less. I don't know if I have anything else coming or if I'm all done shopping. No, I do. I went shopping on Etsy. I lied. Gayle, gosh darn her, enabled me again. She did a great Etsy share the other day, and of course I had to go shopping. But I love supporting Etsy shops. Even long before I had my own. I've always supported women in business and business women and men. But that was my job too. So at one point, as I think I've shared with you in the past, support businesses, help them grow. But there's so many wonderful artists and artisans out there, and crafters, and just everybody's just so fabulous. Alrighty, I mean, that's the first part. I think that will, oh please, I hope that goes under a page really easily. Yeah, it does. I didn't glue it together. Yay! All right, let me find a couple of images. I'm gonna go over to my desk because that's where I have all my ephemera for that journal is on my desk, and I'm in the middle of working on the journal, the sewing journal, and I don't know when I'm going to be done. I seem to be missing some ephemera here. Uh-oh. Come out wherever you are. Hello, ephemera. Where did you go? Oh my goodness. I can't find it. Did I stick it inside the journal? Probably, huh? Oh, quite the project. But I'm loving it, every single minute of it. And I've heard from a lot of you that you are loving it too, and can't wait to see it done. Me either. I don't know where it went. I need that little bag of goodies. That's probably, like I said, I prep for this. And, you know. Oh, too big. Okay. I have some smaller ladies. I would like a lady on here, I think. If I trim her up, maybe. Let's see what else I got. I haven't put a sewing machine on anything yet. I know, shocking, right? For those of you who know me are probably like, what do you mean you haven't used a sewing machine yet? What? Considering I used to live and die by my sewing machine, right? Oh my goodness. I'm trying to use my left hand. Crazy, right? I'm not left-handed, but at one point I injured my right arm so badly. Actually, I rolled over and dislocated it in my sleep. Isn't that fabulous? And I had to go to physical therapy for a long time because I couldn't lift it, couldn't use it, it froze up on me. And so I learned to do a lot of things with my left hand. A lot like Miss Gayle when she had her shoulder surgery. I dislocated it and it went right back in, went in and out, you know, in just a few seconds. And the pain was excruciating, woke me up. And then when I moved, it popped back in. But, oh, that is, every time I see like a TV show where someone dislocates their shoulder, I cringe so hard. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's horrible. Even if it's not real, my shoulder remembers that. But it's amazing how it makes you ambidextrous. You can do things you didn't know you could. My left hand got really strong. I could almost write really well with it because it was a long time. It took me months to get it strong. When you have fibromyalgia, arthritis, bursitis, tendonitis all in your shoulder, I don't know. I mean, that's kind of cute there, huh? I'm going to run out of time. Oh my goodness. Here I am fussing around again. Oh, you guys. I hope this has been filming. That's all I can say. If it hasn't, I don't know what I'm going to do but sit down and cry. I want to get some stuff behind that. Oh, how funny. You know what? I could just kind of fill it in where I cut out. Well, oh, wouldn't that be cute? Okay, that's a weird one, but I'm going to try that. What the heck? I'm going to use the scrap, see if it'll work. Because I want to finish this up. We're coming on the end of our time together. I want to thank you for stopping by and having a play with me today. I am looking for, oh, see, now also, I'll show you what those pieces were for. Let me throw things on my desk so we can look at them. Boy, I'm making a royal mess as usual. Well, you know, I'm being creative, right? So what you would do with all these little bits and pieces is you would take and use it as one of your layering pieces. So if I put this on here, and let's say I want a little green behind it, I would just take that piece and put that on there. And there you have it. Look at that. Alrighty, I'm gonna actually do that. I'm actually going to do that. So let me go like that and like that. Oh, and look, there you have it. Isn't that adorable? I just created layers. The layering queen strikes again. Oh gosh, I shouldn't call myself that. That's what Gayle calls me. Hi, sweetie. I hope you're watching this video. I know you really haven't had time lately. Ugh. You've had so much to do since you came back from your trip. Probably haven't had any time to watch. I know you have had limited time between your shop and your videos. Well, I got to wind this up. So I'm going to say thank you all for coming along and watching and commenting. You guys are so fabulous. Welcome to all my brand new subscribers. I've got quite a few new ones again. We're growing and becoming a really fun little community here. And we have such a great time together. Thank you for all your wonderful words and kindness. It means the world to me. I don't want to cover that completely up. So we'll just cut that off. And we'll let me see if I can. Sorry, I was thanking you all for coming along, welcoming all my new subscribers. And I'm really thrilled that you're here and you're helping to grow our channel, our little community. I know I've said it a number of times during this video, but I just am so grateful for all of you. It's amazing. So if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe if you like what you've been seeing, and hit like the video if you like the video, and comment if you're enjoying this. And you could also find me on Instagram. I do have things over there that I don't show over here. So, you know, go on over there and take a peek and see what I may have made that's over there that you don't see over here. And take a peek. And I'm Vintage Paper Girl over there, if I didn't just say that. I'm sorry. I'm trying to do this and think and wind up and talk, and I don't know if I'm being successful. But anyway, it's time to go. Next time I'll see you, we'll be working on it Wednesday. I have no idea what we're going to be doing. I'm sure we'll find something fun to do. Well, actually, I do. I have several. I have envelope notebooks to work on, and I don't know if by then I might have I doubt it though. This journal, you know, it's taking me some time. So as soon as I can, I'll show that to you. But, you know, here we are, is our little, do this real quick to get a feel for what I had in mind for this. I'll have to look for some gold charms. I don't know if I have any gold sewing charms. I believe I do, but for now we'll just use something from here, and we'll just put these little, so you get a feel for it, scissors. And then I think I would add a little button maybe, and a little bead, and fill this charm up. And, you know, there you have it. You get an idea of how these are worked. This is not done, as you know, next time you see it, it won't look anything like this, but it will be really pretty, hopefully. It'll be in my journal. But there you go. That's how that goes. Well, we had some fun making some bits. We made some ruffles, and we're doing the hidden paper clips. And that's it. I hope you all have a marvelous Monday. Thank you for coming along and hanging out with me. I hope to see you all very soon. Hugs and kisses. Bye-bye.